Hey, welcome to a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon, and my name is Ramon Ray, publisher of ZoneOfGenius.com. All we ask is just about 30 minutes of your time to give you the top 10 tips that you can live your best life and grow your business. Welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. I hope your day is going fantastically well. I'm feeling absolutely great here to serve you, help you live your best life or grow your business. You're in for a treat today. Why? Because it's a brand new day. If you want to connect with me, get to know me better, DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle on Instagram, as we begin to start the all new, because it's a new day, Rundown with Ramon. You're in for a treat today. As I said, 10 things to help you live your best life and grow your business, which we're going to do to you today. I curate this because I care about you and want to make sure you can be the best version of yourself today, and in fact, every day. I hope you're ready to start the Rundown with Ramon as we go into some today's topics and see how we can help you and serve you. Remember, if you're watching this show and you want to get to know some small business tips better, you can check us out at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. But you're in for a treat today because today is a brand new day, and this is the Rundown with Ramon, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's get with it. And good day to all the strategy lady, Marilyn Wilkin, Elevate Daily Best, and Soy Susana Cabrera, Cheesecake Boutique, and more. Good to see everybody. So let's get with it. All brand new, the Rundown with Ramon here, starting right now. Ding, 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 ding. Should you share office space with another business? I saw this headline recently and I thought, it's interestingly enough to share housing space with my lovely wife of 30 years. What would it be like sharing office space with somebody else or another group of people? And by the way, you're hearing the sound of my voice. I love to know what you think about. Are you thinking about maybe sharing office space? Is that a yes or is that a no for you? Hit me up on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle, and let me know what you think. Like, Ramon, I'd love to do it. Ramon, nah, not quite for me. Let me know what you think, strategy lady. And hey, Karen, and hey, D, let me know what y'all think. But listen, here's what I think. Let me just tell you what I think. I think sharing office space could be a good thing. Listen, it's okay to be alone sometimes, especially as a bigger company and space constraints. But when you're first starting out as a startup, as a small business owner, sometimes isn't it nice to be with other people? Isn't it nice to have that collaborative aspect? I think it could be. I mean, listen here, Danette's like, yeah, I enjoy sharing office space. So let's see if we can do it. You can share, you can collaborate. Now, you got to have some ground rules. If I put in the cheesecake or I have my Coca-Cola or something in the fridge and you take it, that's not so cool. But listen, sharing office space, I think that can be kind of a good thing. And as Marilyn Wilkins says, collaboration is important for sure. Collaboration can help. So listen, sharing office space, maybe it's something you want to do. Ding, 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 ding. Again, welcome to the Rundown with Ramon. 9 habits for money making success. Saw this interesting article from our friends at Entrepreneur. And listen, money making is important, but here's the thing about money making. You have to have good habits if you want to make the money that you want to make. You don't have habits that translate to money making, well, you're not going to make money. So I'm curious, this aspect of this going around here and thinking about the best money making habits, Karen. What do we do? And I think part of it is a habit, because you can have bad habits and you can have good habits. And can I tell you a little secret? In my household, I spend more. My wife is the one who saves. She's Miss Budget, and I thank God for her. I spend more. But in order to have the money we want, we have to be able to have habits. And a few habits here that were written by Gene Marks. In fact, my friend Gene Marks, he's saying here, start the day at 5 a.m. Start early is one way you can help make money for yourself. Do accounting. Are you having accounting principles in your business or in your life? If I look at this article of some money making habits that can make you a success, it's important to consider. He talks about some other things: visit clients. He talks about read and listen. How many of us read? How many of us listen? In fact, I'd be curious to know what's kind of a book that you're reading. What's a book that you're into? DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart. Also, I'd love to know what you think about your favorite book. Maybe I'll showcase it. But Gene Mark lays out some pretty good points. He says here, play squash. I'll translate that to being be active and listen. We're going to talk about this more and more and more, whether you like it or not. Learn AI, generative AI, artificial intelligence. It's not going anywhere. And in fact, it definitely can help your business. It can help your personal life. This is a real thing. Karen's doing triple thumbs up. Yes, it's a real thing and it can help. So Gene Mark says right on this, if you want to make more money, it is a habit. He says, number 7, focus on people. Too many times we've done things and could do things that are not people focused. But at the end of the day, it's people that matters. You all energize me as we do the rundown with Ramon. I hope you're commenting, hope you're sharing, hope you're taking screenshots, hope you're sharing it out and letting people know you're letting people know that you care, that you're empathetic, you're letting go, that you're forgiving. That's right, Soy Susana. People. That's exactly right. Yeah. Who would have thought? People. Gene Mark goes on and talks about meet with an accountant. And Gene Mark has an accounting background. And last but not least, enjoy family. Let's remember why we're doing what we do. Yeah, indeed, we love our businesses, but family is so important as well. Ding, 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 ding. 5 choices to make with your money. And it is a choice, people understand. It is a choice. Every single day, we get to make the choice what we do or what we don't do with our money. You have choices you can make every single day. And I wonder, what choice will you decide to make? You can make a choice. You can make not a choice. It's your money. What are you going to do with it is my question to you today. You think about that. Do you have a life insurance policy? What happens if you die? What about consumer debt? Do you auto pay it and pay that down? Are you budgeting? Maybe using an app to help you with some budgeting. What about automatic deposits into a savings account for an emergency fund? Listen, these are things that in the near term might not seem so interesting, but in the long term, they can help you. And it's all about the choices we can make with the money we have. And some of these choices are like planting seeds that you don't see the results right now, but you definitely receive the results in the future. This is so important. Are you planting the seeds now to live the life you want in the future, Andrew? In the future, always moving up. In the future, Damaris, are you making the right money choices? Says Jennifer Streaks, a Business Insider. This is important. Money is all about choices, and you can't complain that you don't have if you haven't made the right choices. Ding, 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 ding. Again, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is the Rundown with Ramon. All I ask is about 30 minutes of your time to give you top 10 tips to help you live your best life or growing your business. This is going to hit some of you a bit hard. My friend Jason Pfeiffer has an amazing email newsletter out. And he talks about what goals are you making and are you setting the right goals, Dr. Janie Lacey? Are you setting the right goals? This is important. And on that journey, Karen, indeed, asking for help is important as well. But the question I want to ask you all today, are you setting the right goals? Because you can say you want to do something, but if you're not setting the right goals, that's going to be a problem. Some of you are saying, I want this, but in reality, should you have this, or is that the right goal to set? Is it that you want to have a six-pack set of abs, or is the real goal that you want to live a healthier life? Is the goal to have a New York Times best-selling book, or is the goal to have the book impact and reach others? Is the goal that you want your wife to say, I love you, or is the goal that you want to have a happy, healthy marriage? You see what I'm getting at? Do you see where I'm going? We all have a choice to make, but as Jason Pfeiffer says, is it the right goal? And my goal is going to be different than your goal. Your goal is going to be different than my goal. But my question to you today, people, is, are you setting the right goal? And again, this is the Rundown with Ramon. 30 minutes of your time to give you the top 10 tips to help you live your best life or grow your business. And talking right now about goal setting. What's the goal for you? Are you scratching and reaching for something that maybe in hindsight, maybe you're thinking more to yourself that maybe this should not be the goal? And I'm not saying your goal may not be my goal. My goal is definitely not going to be your goal. But I question you to ask, make sure whatever goal you're setting, that it is the right goal. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is the Rundown with Ramon. I'd love to know what some of your goals are. I'd love to know what you're setting your goals or what goals you want to reach. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know what your goals are. Send me your best tips and insights on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. One of the best ways to reach me. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go on to our next tip of the day. Tip number 5, highs and lows of generative AI. This is interesting article, and I'm pounding the AI pavement. Yes, I am. Because I find that AI can be very helpful, and I want you all to get on the AI bandwagon. Is it the be all of all things? Is it going to save your marriage? Well, maybe. Is it going to help you be more healthy? Well, maybe. But you get my point. AI is technology. It's only a tool, but how you use that tool is important, and I don't want you to miss this. We've missed a lot of things in life, and there's no excuse. There's no need for you to miss the power of AI in your business and even in your life. Wall Street Journal had an interesting article out talking about how companies are using AI. Now, these are big billion-dollar brands. Now, you may say, Ramon, why are you bringing a billion-dollar brand to us? Well, because they're highlighted here, but because we can learn from them. You have a company like Wayfair using AI to help its customers do better interior decorating. How can you use AI to have a better customer experience for your customer? You have Schneider Electric picking the right AI with energy use in mind, helping its customers use better energy consumption to be better stewards of this earth. You have Expedia, a personalized travel assistant. It may not be the be all and do everything, but AI for sure can automate processes like customer service and for sure can make it better for the customer. People, AI is not going away, and you have a choice to use it a primicino or not use it on a start. It's a choice we have to make. The question I have for you, will you be a part of the AI revolution and leverage it to power your business, leverage it to improve your life, leverage it to power your goals, or will you keep your head in the sand and say, no, I'm not going to use it? It's a choice we get to make. But AI is here, everybody. And I encourage you, it's only going to help your business. Yes, it's a tool. Be careful how you use it. Be careful how you don't use it. But I encourage you, get on AI. Get these tools, Jasper, ChatGPT, Claude, so many out there that can help you in your business. And the choice is yours to use it or not. Again, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is the Rundown with Ramon. Our next tip of the day, ding, 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 ding. Mental wellness and better work are essential. This is important, people. Sometimes we think that mental health is kind of a woo-woo thing. You're talking here to somebody who suffered with bouts of depression, suffered with some other not so cool things. But mental health is important. It's very important. Our friends here at Inc. talk about this, written by Sarah Lynch. And Sarah Lynch talks about the aspect of don't ignore mental health, prioritize it proactively, says the article. Don't leave it as a bystanding afterthought. Reconsider, in fact, the way you work. How many of you have gone through work, your own business or somebody else's, and wish that you would have paid more attention to the aspects of mental health? I'd love to know your thoughts on this. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle. Let me know what you're thinking about this. Mental health, our minds are important. We can focus all day long on just the external aspects and that surface aspects, but our mental health, it's important, people. It's important we focus not only on ourselves, but also we focus on others as well. This is so important to think about each other, to think about our health, to think about not just our physical health and going to the gym and trying to be all fit and all that, which is good, but what's happening inside, what's happening in our minds, what's happening inside. I love that. Danette's jumping in, talking about using it in a major way to leverage my business. It has truly grown my business in a major way, talking about AI. Absolutely. And this is the purpose of what we're doing here in the Rundown with Ramon, to give you the top 10 tips to live your best life or grow your business. We can't do everything for you all the time, but hopefully every day, as you tune in, as you watch, as you listen, you'll learn just a little bit more to take your business to the next level. Hope you're learning. Hope you're listening. Let's move forward here. Ding, 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 ding. This was interesting, and I had to read this a few times, how the penguin rule can make you more persuasive. The penguin rule we're talking about today. I'm curious, have you heard of the penguin rule? I never heard of this. Lou Diamond, Thrive Loud. Never heard of the penguin rule. I thought this was interesting. Basically, emotionally intelligent people, says Bill Murphy Jr., use the penguin rule to become extraordinarily persuasive. Here's the deal. It kind of harkens to my friend Phil M. Jones of exactly what to say. Asking somebody, how are you doing? What do you mean by how am I doing? Do you want to get all personal nitty gritty with me? Or do you mean to stay on the surface, just kind of a broad level of that? Right? Right, Soy Susana Cabrera? Or you say, sorry. Sorry if anyone was offended by me. But do you really mean that? Or are you kind of just saying it? Why are you saying sorry? Somebody says, I know exactly how you feel. Do you really know exactly how I feel or not? Do you or not? I don't know. And so what this article, Bill Murphy Jr., great article, is talking about is that when you ask people about penguins, most people have a zillion different thoughts about penguins. And this is what it's like sometimes when we say things. Sounds a bit weird. You got to think about it for a while. But to be careful of the words we're using. We may think it means one thing, but in fact, it means something different. It may mean one thing to us, but it may mean something else to some people. So we got to think about it differently and understand that and be empathetic about it, Pete. Be empathetic about it, D. So important. Once again, my name is Ramon Ray, and this is the Rundown with Ramon. If you're liking what I'm putting down, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, hit me up on IG. Let me know how we can improve the show. Let me know what other tips you want. Let me know how I can serve you better. Hit me up on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle, as we go through the Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. This is interesting. New workplace trends to know. Let me let you understand this. New workplace trends to know. Glassdoor has 8 trends that I think were pretty interesting. More Zoomers, fewer Boomers. Sticky wages and slippery benefits, meaning wages and salaries are likely to continue to increase, but non-cash benefits could erode. Cash-only equity compensation will decline for a second consecutive year. Return to office is growing as more and more companies are begging people, please, people, return to office. Small is flexible, less rigid remote work policies will draw workers toward smaller companies, says this Glassdoor report, and more. This is interesting to understand whether you have a job or not. It's important to understand what are the trends happening in the workplace. What's happening and what's not happening can affect you, your life, and your family because it's all tied into the economy, which eventually affects us all in one way or another. So it's important to understand this, important to think about it. Don't just bury your head in the sand, but to understand workplace trends are important, and you should understand and you should know this. I'm curious, did you know this? Did you know this? That you can train your brain to react to stress better. Did you know this? Your brain can be trained like a little puppy. Maybe not the same as a puppy, but give or take, your brain can be trained to react to stress better. How many of you have gone through stress, George? How many of you have gone through stress, Regina? How many of you have gone through stress? How many of you? Stress is not easy. We've all gone through one version of stress or another. I'd love to hear about your stress stories. Ramon Ray Smart Hustle on Instagram. Hit me up. Let me know. I'm a real person. I want to hear from you. Stress is not easy to go through, but there's a few things that we can do to train our brain to react to stress better, says Aitaken Tank, an entrepreneur. Practice mindfulness. Just the aspect of practicing being present, practicing being mindful can help. So important to consider for our lives. So important. We don't have to be alone. Avoid catastrophizing. This means everybody you feel, every time you hear something, you have to feel, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No, it doesn't have to be that way. Stop making everything bigger than maybe that it's not. It could be, but that it's not. Another thing the article says, embrace empathy. Empathy, whew, that's so important. Me and my wife talk about this quite a bit. The importance of empathy. Understanding somebody else's position as I talk about wear somebody else's shoes. So I encourage you to consider, what can you do today? What can you do tomorrow? What can you do over time to do your part in making the world a better place? Stress is going to come. Stress is going to go. The question I have for you, what are you going to do about it? This is the question I have for you. Moving forward here, this is an interesting one here. Clutter, clutter, clutter. I'm curious. DM me on Instagram. How many of you live with somebody who's a clutter person? Maybe that person is you. But how many of you live with somebody who's kind of a clutter person? Let me know. I'd love to know if you live with them. And what do you do about it? How do you deal with that? But clutter's a real thing. I happen to be more of a neat freak. You can ask my wife. But here's my recommendation. It comes from Phil Gerbishak. Phil Gerbishak says, declutter and de-stress, the 2024 pathway to happiness. Physical decluttering is a gateway to mental clarity, says Phil Gerbishak. Digital decluttering is the modern necessity. Going back to this aspect of mindfulness. Physical activity, a natural stress reliever. Phil Gerbishak says, happiness in simplicity. Can you be happy with the simple things in life? Happiness is simplicity. And embrace minimalism. Listen, we're all different. We're all not the same, but there's something to kind of being a minimalist, something to kind of live in that simple life, Lois, something to live in that simple life, Michael, Mr. Chilton, something about that. What about you? Decluttering, or are you more on the clutter side? Pete says, my wife is a collector. I'm a neat freak. I hear you. Every family has one of their sides that's the more clutter person, and one of the sides that is probably the more, shall we say, uncluttered person. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. I help you in some way. And I encourage you to go out and make the world a better place. And I want to remind you, if you're liking this content, you can find it at zoneofgenius.com, zoneofgenius.com. And I want to remind you of this as well. In life, be clear on what you really, really want. If you're not clear, you can't expect somebody else to be clear. It's not fair. Be clear on what you really, really want. And here's what I really ask you to consider. Do you even want to be in business? Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Entrepreneurship is not a path that everybody has to do. Some people may be better off working a regular job. That's okay. Some of you may be taking care of other people in your life. That's okay. Understand there's no music or soundtrack in life or business. There's music and a soundtrack here, but not in life or business. You sometimes got to get up by yourself and cheer yourself. Other people may not be cheering you and pushing you forward. You may have to do that yourself. Ask yourself, are you hungry enough to get to where you need to be, to get to where you want to go? Are you hungry enough? Ask yourself that question every single day. Pricing. Are your prices proper? Are you selling at the right price? Are you selling cheap? Are you selling premium? This is important to know about your pricing. And finally, ask yourself this. What do you do best? When you're at that intersection of what you do best, your God-given talent, and what you love doing and what you can be paid for, it's a good life. I'd like to know what you think about this. DM me on Instagram, Ramon Ray Smart Hustle on Instagram. This is The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, where you can find insights to help you grow your business and your personal life, zoneofgenius.com. And this has been The Rundown with Ramon. Go make a difference today and make somebody else feel special. Have an amazing day. Go and make a difference in the world. Thanks so much.